Pay attention, creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip, poopy square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey, everybody. This is the Playable Characters Podcast.
Hello, hello, hello.
What's up? We're
Pete.
back and
CP.
for another
Pete.
exciting week.
Sorry.
Episode 7054 of the Playable Characters Podcast.
Damn right, governor.
Coming at you. I am Brian McGinnis. To my right
Is Calvin S. Cato.
and to my left.
Al Patel. I almost got tricked again.
Yeah, the Triforce of video game
We are the
podcasts. The best video game podcast
I'm the Triforce
in the world.
of chubbiness.
Yep, me too.
You're the Triforce. You're also the Triforce.
I would
of
like to
chubbiness?
be.
What are you the Triforce of?
Sass.
Triforce of sass and oversharing.
Yeah.
And overshoot.
And pillow talk.
Yes.
Let's this is cool. Oh, by the way, guys, hey, give us a like on
yeah.
iTunes.
Yes.
And
Please follow us on Twitter.
rate us,
Playable
subscribe.
Podcast.
like it, subscribe, share, tell people.
Visit
your
our
friends.
website. Give us
all
some
that
hits.
stuff.
Or email us or interact with us. We love hearing from you
Yeah,
guys.
make a
Yeah.
Patreon and give us for us and just donate, I guess. I don't
Or
know.
just mail me money directly. That would be great. Here
Yeah.
are all our Venmos.
Yep. So, anyway, let's this is going to be this is a first for us.
Yeah, we have a returning.
We have a returning
guest.
guest. This is
Yes.
this is incredible. You may remember him from episode like 7 or 8ish.
What do
I think
we
it was
call
6.
you now?
Well, yeah,
You could call me boss and mid-boss now.
it's the video game guard we had from earlier in our first season.
Yes, that's right. Before I got upgraded to mid-boss.
And now you're a
okay?
mid-boss. Congratulations.
That's
first
correct.
of all.
Congratulations.
Episode 7.
Do you have a
by the way.
name, or do you just you're at the mid-boss level?
I can make whatever name I want now because I'm a mid-boss. So let's call me Master Mike.
Okay. Master Mike.
Is
That's
it-
correct.
So you're a rapper?
Yeah, it sounds like a real rapper.
Mixmaster Mike
What?
was a
Mixmaster.
was in the
No.
in the hip hop games.
So Master
Sure.
Mike,
Yes.
you can be a mid-boss in any game now. That you
Yes,
get,
I can.
that you get
Any
hired
game?
on.
Really?
Yes.
It's like a union. You work your journeyman.
That's correct.
Like that,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's a
You work your way.
it's a journeyman. Yep. Now I have a bunch of guards underneath me and
that's
numerous
cool.
games that I hop in now. I'm way harder to be fired or removed.
I see that you've
Bigger?
your uniform. I mean, there's a lot of armor now.
A lot of armor. I'm also,
Also, your skin color's changed too. I've
Thank
noticed
you.
that.
Yes,
Looks
it's
good.
it's slightly lighter.
Yeah,
and
you've gotten
yeah.
more white. Is that like a
Yes,
racial thing
I've
as
gotten-
well? or-
Oh, I don't know. I don't see color in video games. I am stronger now. I'm bigger.
That's not a
I
bad
gained
perk.
a foot.
Oh, yeah, I was
I'm
going
a
to say.
foot tall.
I was like,
now.
yeah, I've noticed that. You're like,
yeah, you're almost
That's
as tall as
correct.
Brian now.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
yes,
that's
true.
amazing.
Are you mid boss blood? Is that what you have?
I might be.
I think his dad was a mid boss.
Was he?
Yeah.
Possibly
Was
back
your
in
dad
the
a
day.
mid-boss?
Yeah, I mean, he acted like it, so I would imagine so.
Interesting.
oh, does that go through the father? Like Judaism goes through the mom?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Your boss level goes through the father.
Oh,
Yeah, yes,
okay.
yes, it
That's
does.
cool.
Was your father destroyed, Brian?
No, he's still around.
Understand. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, so you got to retire.
Yeah.
Oh, he retired as a
nice.
mid-boss. I mean, I'll retire as a boss. I'm not saying I'm better than your father, but
Okay.
So, I
Guys,
are you
he's
like?
got some attitude on him though.
So as a mid boss, I know it depends on the video game, but are you more of like a late game boss or an early game boss?
well, mid-boss is early. Where'd you get this idiot?
He
Mid-boss is early.
He
I'm
doesn't really
sorry.
play
That's a
that many
dumb
video
question.
games. He's just playing Street
well, no,
Fighter.
because there are several
He
bosses.
just plays Street Fighter.
There's well, it depends on.
Well, there are several bosses.
Well,
sometimes,
I
so-
mean, have you like Meta Knight, for example, is a mid-boss.
Okay.
Ridley is a mid-boss.
yes.
Ridley.
Abobo, my buddy Abobo.
Abobo.
Yes.
Oh, you got hang out with a Bobo
Mid-boss.
now.
Yeah, I've hung out with him.
Wow. So you got a whole new group. Now, do you treat your guards nice since you were a guard for so long?
If they're not stupid, sure.
Oh, so
I mean, as long as they do their job. You know, as
I
long
see
as they're not
what-
sleeping on the job or getting scared by cardboard boxes,
yeah.
then yes,
Oh, so you don't
Yes.
get scared by boxes anymore?
nothing scares me.
Oh, well, that's
Except for the boss,
the
What
main,
about
the main
the
boss.
main boss.
Okay.
Although I do have to ask,
Yes,
do you ever get
of course.
scared by the weapons that's usually found in your area?
in the area.
The weapons
Oh,
you found
yes.
in your level, because that's
Yes.
usually the one that's going to
Yeah,
defeat
I'll
you.
be honest with you, and I shouldn't be saying this, but rockets are scare me now. Also, any like high powered laser weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you leave the weapons laying in your level to?
What?
Yeah, because they always do that. They always make it really convenient. Have you thought about trying to get rid of those?
Usually it's
now?
right outside the door.
Either right outside.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do.
That's
Oh.
where you store
That's
the
where we
weapons.
store the weapons, just outside conveniently for me, just in case I need to grab them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, as long as they're in plain sight, I can see. The hero has the weapon. I should hide.
Right. Okay.
You have a hide. I guess you go through stages, right?
Yeah, yes,
You
yeah.
shoot, you hide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you transform? Or are you one of those transforming bosses?
The last job I had 3 different forms. By the 3rd form, which is very painful.
What were the forms? What kind of forms?
The first form I gained wings. Was the
Okay.
first one.
That's cool. Tell us about
That's
that.
a bit standard.
Which
yeah.
is cool. Yeah.
Like flying wings or like shooting wings?
It was wings that shot thorns out.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Makes
like
sense.
a monster horror game.
Yeah, like
sort
an
of.
Remember the game
RPG.
Legendary Wings? Remember that game for Nintendo?
Legendary.
Oh,
Wings?
yeah, yeah.
It was
called
Pilot
Legend-
Wings. I remember.
It was called Legend for regular Nintendo. It was called
That's when-
Legendary Wings.
Michelle Hart was the main character, right? Remember
No,
that
it was
movie?
2 dudes with
Michelle Hart.
wings. It was 2 guys with wings. It was a side scroller and a top
Yes.
down.
They're like 2 angels.
Oh, I think it was
Yep,
a different
there's
game.
two
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
It was
Contra,
a
but they
hard
have
game,
wings, yeah.
but yeah, it was cool.
Oh.
Anyways, they had wings.
So you have wings, and then
Then wings and a second transformation. My chest cavity opened up and an eye was inside.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, it was a bit painful. I didn't reach my 3rd form because I destroyed the hero, and then I was just that was the last job I had previous.
So you won. You beat the.
Yeah, and then I just So then I moved on, and that's that was a trial for me to be a
okay.
mid-boss. It
Very
was sort of
nice.
like
How
Like
does
a
HR figure out what forms you take?
Yeah,
How
did
did
you
they
choose
figure it
that?
out?
Do
or
they
is
give
it-
you a serum, or
depends
do you
on the
just...
job you go to.
Okay.
Depends on the job you go to. I was offered to do the second Wolfenstein game.
Oh.
As a mid boss,
Right.
but I declined.
you don't want to be associated with the.
With the what?
I didn't say
With the what?
anything. I didn't say anything. You don't want to be associated with the people who run
Sure, yeah.
the castle. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got you.
of course.
Mr. H. Wink Wink. Right?
Mr. H? Yes, Mr. H.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
Wink Wink? No, that's not his name. Let's skip
No.
that one.
Now, is there a
Let's 88 that.
Good year.
is there like a pay increase that comes with being
Of
a
course,
mid boss?
yeah. Pay increase. I have way more vacation days.
Oh, nice.
For some reason, my senses are heightened a little better.
Okay.
Before I would be tricked by, like I said, anything that was below my waist
Yeah, I
or anything above my head. Now I can, now I can see anything. Drop that pen.
But
I can see it.
whoa.
That pen's on the floor.
Wow.
Very good.
I've also noticed your attack patterns have changed too.
What about behind you? Like, let's say I get behind you.
That I'm still blind.
That's still tough.
Yeah.
Right?
Still blind.
hard to turn around.
Yeah, it's
I
hard.
know.
Yeah.
Hard to turn around. And now I'm just doing the game that I shouldn't be really talking about the game that I'm doing now.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, I mean, I could give you a little bit. I could just hint at it a bit.
Sure.
Was it still in development or something? Or
Yeah, it's in development. Yeah. It's a game that's takes place in a sunken city. That is it's a first person shooter game. I'll be wearing an aqua suit.
Oh,
Big
it's kinda
marine
fun.
Suit.
Okay.
The hero
is there like a
shoots,
drill involved?
how did you know?
perhaps?
Here, hold on.
I don't know.
One of my friends used to do the first version of this game. He liked it.
Are there little girls who help
Yeah,
you
he had to
out?
protect his daughter.
is it-
Oh, it's your daughter. Your
His
daughter
daughter,
works
yeah.
with you now.
Well, she's going to.
She's going to.
I have fingers crossed. I gotta say, she
Is
wants to
this,
get
is,
into
this,
business.
is this Bioshock?
Is it a biologically shocking game?
Huh? What? I can't say.
Oh, he can't
what
say.
it
Do they
is.
train you on this? Like, do they give you like scuba training?
There's like a
Yeah.
manual.
Yeah.
Here's what this boss does, I guess, or here's what
Yeah,
your weapons
I got a
do.
bit of scuba training. Also, I think for me, it's just like if you hear a noise, I'm just supposed to lunge and scream.
right.
So,
Are you
I'm not
allowed
sure.
to bring your own ideas to the character, like a like a
try.
Daniel Day Lewis might or something like
Yeah,
that?
I try. Usually, a lot of the developers don't want to hear it.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, okay, sure," because I, when I was the job after, I was like an Abobo level character, and I immediately was like, "Well, can I just have some grenades and a gun?" And they're like, "Well, this is a brawler with fists," and I just insisted on having a gun.
Sometimes
They
get-
said no.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do have guys with grenades
Sometimes.
and guns in
Sometimes.
regular beat brawlers.
Yeah.
which doesn't seem fair.
It's like with Mortal Kombat when they had Stryker who was just using flat out guns.
Oh yeah,
It's like I don't
That
think
was-
this is.
He was
That was
such a
his
bad.
idea.
He was such a bad character. They gave him guns and still nobody used
I
them.
know.
yeah. That was his idea. was
I'm a
that.
taser. Nyeh. We should have Stryker on the podcast. I'm sure he's not
We
doing anything.
should. We know
he
he's
won't
not.
return my calls.
We
Oh,
tried.
he won't
Yeah.
Because
He's
his
hard to
phone's
get a hold
off.
of. Yeah, well, he's hard to get.
I don't know if he
a
has a phone.
Yeah, I know.
He might not.
landline.
So
yes,
I know that you said that you can't really, control. But do you at least have a writer where you're like, hey, if I'm going to be in a boss room, I need at least like 2 thrones of blood?
Two
like-
thrones of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually in my contract said, but yeah, I need at least 1 throne of blood.
Okay, good.
What's a throne of blood?
does it sound
what
like?
do you think?
I mean,
It's
is
a
it
throne of
is it a throne? Is it blood in the shape of a throne, or is it a throne covered in blood? I really don't know.
Either
I'm
throne
with Brian here. I
covered
don't know
in
what's going
blood, or a throne where like the cushions occasionally like ooze blood out, like
Ooh,
a living.
why would you
throne.
want that?
Yeah,
Why
then
wouldn't
it would
you?
look like you're having your period if you got up from that
my
throne.
goodness.
Which is hella sexy. Yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
You're saying
Okay,
it's
well-
sexy when
Hella
it's
sexy.
when it's
I fucking love a period of blood on a throne.
Oh
It
my
looks
God,
good.
Calvin. We're learning a
This-
lot
Hey,
about you.
This one got real dirty.
Real
It did.
gross.
It
Real
did.
fast.
So tell us about
Yes.
what was your name again? What should we call you?
Mid-boss Mike.
Master Mike.
Master Mike.
Master Mike, thank you.
Mike.
Mid-boss.
Ryan, you're the worst at
No,
interviewing.
Master Mike. What
Mid-boss Master
right,
Mike.
mid-boss Master Mike.
Thank you so
what?
much.
When did they decide? You know, this guy's showing some promise. Let's maybe promote him. Like
when you were a
had
guard,
that-
like what they.
How'd that happen? Yeah. Did you? I mean, you lasted a long time as a guard. So
Yeah,
is that,
I
was that part of it?
I was lasting a pretty long time. The last game I was in was I could say it was a Resident Evil game, and it was I had to just be stand in the corner and just not move, and I ended up
not that much fun, right? I guess you
It
could
wasn't
say.
fun,
Yeah.
but we weren't supposed to move, and a lot of the guy before.
Were you a zombie or you were a guard?
I was zombified.
Okay.
In it, but I was sort of like dressed as a soldier. It was sort of like this later on in the game, and the main character, like I end up withstanding that. I was just getting punched in the back of the head.
Yeah.
It wasn't killing me; it was just annoying. And the rest of the guys that tried to do this job ended up like when they would get punched, would turn and like attack the player, which they weren't supposed to do. But I ended up taking a lot of head damage, and then just they were like, "Wow, you're really in character." So they were like that kind of guts that you have.
It impressed them.
Yeah. And they were like, why don't you be a mid-boss? And then I handed in my jacket with numerous money and ammunition clips. And
Now, do you know when the game producers or the big wigs in the game industry are watching? Like, do you know like when? Or do you get nervous?
Scouts.
like scouts. Yeah, like
you're being
secret
scouted.
shoppers.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Or if it's just a
Players.
regular player or something.
I think it's sometimes they scout. Sometimes I think this one I think was a regular just trolling annoying player, right? And they just they were able to monitor. They're like, wow,
this one they
guy's-
just noticed it.
They were like, this guy's got gusto.
It pays to do what you're told and follow the directions.
I mean, it does. Yeah, that's all it is.
Look
It's,
at-
do a good job, do what you're told.
Yeah.
Who's the favorite mid boss? Not mid boss, main boss that you've worked for?
My favorite main boss?
Yeah.
Definitely not Mr. H.
No,
No.
of course
Definitely
not.
not.
Let's not even bring his name up anymore.
No, I'd rather not. I think Wesker from an older Resident Evil game, which wasn't the one I'm talking about.
Right.
I liked him a lot. I
Yeah.
thought he had a goal.
Is it regular form, or you talk about like mutated Wesker?
Regular form, mutated, we weren't allowed to talk to him. He was in mutated form. We couldn't even make eye contact.
Right, he's in character.
Yeah, he was
Well,
in
because where
character.
were his eyes?
Exactly. I'm going to keep distance from that. I thought Wesker was he was great, and he gave me he taught me a lot of stuff I know about being a boss.
That's
a big
nice.
boss now.
Yeah, I see you're wearing similar sunglasses to him. Also,
Yeah, these are great. Yeah, I asked him where he got these. He said Ray-Ban,
right.
and I said great. So I went to the local mall, and I the one that wasn't infested with zombies, different,
Good.
Right.
Good,
normal
good,
mall.
good.
Right.
Yeah,
Normal mall.
and and then just bought them at the Sunglass Hut.
Is it a tight community, the boss community? Like, do you guys help
Very
each other out?
Oh,
And,
it's
like-
small. Yeah, it's great. We just help each other with like advice and stuff with each other.
Like, what kind of homing missiles? Are
Yeah,
good?
like- yeah,
Or
like
are
be
you like
care-
stand on a higher platform?
Stay on a higher platform, get better guards, train better guards, hide in a better place, have an escape plan, make sure that you could see all the weapons that are laying in the room as possible. So they have a rocket launcher, for example. Some of them installed mirrors so they could see behind them. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, smart.
But then the last time someone did that, Hero shot the mirrors out and caught on.
Right.
So then he was like, they're still blind.
Have you ever considered getting one of those bike helmets with the little mirror on the side?
Oh,
That way, it'd be a lot harder to shoot.
that's a great. I mean,
It's
I like
always
that
there for
idea.
you.
But then they may start shooting at your face more.
And they're probably going to shoot at your face anyway.
I mean, that is
Right?
true. That is true.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I got to see if I'm able to, if I could install those onto my next job. Which
Well,
is
yeah,
at
you do have
Aqua
horns.
Store. Yeah.
So
These horns are these are good. I haven't been able to gore anyone with them. Yet.
Oh, are you looking forward to that?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm
Was
gonna wait for
it like a dream when you got the call? Like, hey, we're going to promote this guy. Was it like I know you wanted to be in this game for a long time? Like,
Yeah.
was it to move up and up? Was it like a big dream for you and your family?
Yeah, I mean, it was. Yeah, it's definitely a pay raise. It makes I have more. I'll be able to get better jobs as long as I'm not completely destroyed.
That's good.
Yeah, which is good. But I just couldn't believe his dream come true. My dream is to become a boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Okay.
dream is to be able to
Final boss.
final boss to be able
okay.
to control the world that I'm gaming in, to be able to
Yeah.
really.
Is the mid
come
boss
up
the
with a plan.
same as a level boss? I'm sorry.
As a level boss?
Yeah, I'm kind of ignorant of the.
No,
of
no,
the
you're not. That's a
bosses.
great
Yeah.
question.
I guess in some cases, I mean,
in some games,
Sometimes,
yes.
yeah.
In some games, Mega Man are all like those are all mid bosses.
Yeah.
But then
It's kind of like an ensemble cast.
They're
Yeah,
making a Mega
yeah.
Man 11. Have you gotten that call to be a Mega Man boss?
oh, not yet. I mean, that's to be when you're changing like from human to monster is pretty easy. From human to like Reploid or any kind of machine,
Yes.
it's a different union.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the robots. It's a different union as the robots.
I didn't know
Monsters and humans have the union was started together. The robot union was built later.
What is it called? The robot.
The robot union?
Yeah.
It's just the MBR, the mid boss robot union.
okay.
MBR
Oh,
union.
it's pretty on the nose.
Pretty,
Okay.
pretty on the nose.
Okay.
It's pretty on the nose. Yeah. The monster union is called Blurg.
What the monster and humans
Yeah,
together?
blurred,
Blurred.
yeah.
Or they
Yeah.
split off.
The monster union and the human union is the same. It's
Oh,
Blurg.
Blurg.
But it doesn't
Is that an
stand for
acronym
anything.
or okay?
No,
It's
it's
just
never
blurred.
nothing.
Blurg?
Just an onomatopoeia.
The monster just that made it up was,
Yeah.
so his name
Oh.
Blurg, and then like everyone was like, hey, let's call it Blurg, and then someone we try to do
Yeah. You think you would get killed if you try to unionize against the main boss, but
that it yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're all in this together to
right.
kill.
Oh, it's
the-
really against like
the
Nintendo
player,
or
the
EA
player
something,
or the
player.
the hero.
Yeah.
Speaking
Well,
of which,
it's hero.
I'd love to ask you about, because as a mid boss, you get more dialogue with the hero. So, are
Yeah.
there any heroes who you had great dialogue with?
So far,
Yeah. Like, who are your favorite heroes to have dialogue with?
my favorite hero dialogue. I've only had a couple, not that much. I mean, I recall like as a soldier, it was just what? Who's there? What's that? Huh? Like that's all it was. I don't know how many times I've said, huh? Like it's just
Right.
even doing it now, I get like a pain in my
Yeah.
stomach. It's just been so
Bad
much.
memory.
Like that. I think right now, I have you now is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Also, that one's good.
Did you get a cool laugh like when
That
you
was
mid
it.
boss? Yeah,
That was
that's
it.
like
Okay,
like
good.
As a soldier, we weren't allowed to laugh,
No.
so I didn't.
Yeah. You have to be
Yeah.
focused.
Exactly. At work, it's just I think the only thing close to a laugh as a soldier was, "Huh? What?" Like that's about as
Right.
far as.
slice your throat. Right. Yeah.
Well, if the
Yeah.
player gets to you, that means that all your employees have failed,
Yeah.
right, in their job,
Yeah.
basically.
And that's a hard thing to come to. Is like I've been those guys.
Yeah.
I've been those.
Right.
And they're probably all
bumbling-
dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah, those bumbling idiots. Like I've been a bumbling idiot. Now,
Yeah.
now I'm in a better seat. Now I need to train better guards. And I'll tell you, anytime a hero gets to me, I am furious. I mean, I can't punish them because they're deceased.
Right.
But if I could, I mean, it's just every time I have to keep training new soldiers, new creatures, new monsters, new things to be like, don't
Yeah.
be stupid. Even when I tell them like it's a box, don't be afraid of a box. They still are afraid of a
help it.
box.
But you were there. You should show some compassion, I would think. No, I mean,
No.
I mean, I survived. Yeah, no, I don't want to show any compassion.
you did it. Why can't they?
I did it. I survived. Why can't they?
I
Yes, I
guess.
was fooled by boxes and vents and people going, Psst, come here, like I have. But
yeah.
it's not. Not anymore.
Okay.
You better do your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken part in a level? You know where they have the levels, where it's all just like at the end, where it's just all mid bosses. Have you
All
been in,
mid bosses.
Like,
Oh, you
yeah.
mean sort of like a Mega Man?
that lead up to the final,
like a lead
yeah.
up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a couple of those lead ups, but then like I got skipped. So they fought on the boss, but they found a workaround, and I was like, no. That was one of the other lines I had.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Have
you
you
so much.
melted ever before? Like when a hero kills you, have you just like melted into a puddle of ooze? Sometimes that happens to bosses.
I've been injured.
Okay.
My job that I was in previous before the sunken underwater one now
Yeah.
was I had I would be damaged and then I would leave.
You'd fly away.
Yeah, I had
okay.
one retreat in me that I had enough energy in me that when I'm at a certain point I could split.
Yeah.
One of the greatest mid boss jobs I find that I would love to have is the unstoppable mid boss.
Like Nemesis, yes.
Due to the ones that are due to storytelling, no matter what, I can't be defeated. It's the kind of boss that beats the crap out of the hero. There's no way you could fight back. You can fight back, but it's just a waste of time.
Right.
Final Fantasy had a couple of
Right,
those
like
that-
that's the
Yeah.
first boss.
yeah, like you
an
have to
intro
get
boss.
yeah,
Right?
You have to die.
You have to die, but then the hero they're just dropping potions and spells, and they think they could do it, but they can't. I mean, that's the dream for a mid boss. But
Yeah, I guess.
I had one retreat in me in the last job that I was able
Okay.
to be injured enough that I could get away. But then they never got to me after that, which was good. Nice. I mean, otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. So when they do,
okay,
no, go Kel.
How do you feel about recurring bosses? Do you feel like they're taking your jobs? Like, when you see recurring bosses where you have to fight them like 4 or 5 times, like that could be a job that could go to you.
This
once.
guy just fought this guy 3 levels ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's it. We're trying to fight that with the union, but it's those are non-union.
That's usually like a kind of result of like a low budget on a game, right? Where you can't afford to hire the right amount of personnel.
It's just lazy. Yeah.
Creativity, I guess, is lacking a bit.
It's just lazy. It's like, let's do the same one over and over
It's the same guy, but stronger and harder to defeat, even though nothing changed.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Or unless they were almost destroyed, taken back, upgraded, then they come back as a different fight. Yeah. But those scabs are the ones that just do the over and over, just the same crap.
What's the game where you had to literally do the entire fight, every single boss?
Mega Man did that.
Mega Man
Couple
did
did
that.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Actually, it used to be like a whole thing with like old school.
Back in the day, you're like, you beat the game. Yeah. Well, here's every single enemy, and then the final boss.
Or you'd fight yourself, which I thought was also a crappy cop out because that could go to someone like me.
Yeah, do you ever get a job where you have to dress up as the player and then fight as the hero, like the Dark Link or something?
It's like Dark Link.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't, but I've had friends that have, and they hate it.
It's probably a lot of time in the makeup chair.
Yeah, it's like you gotta then you're not even being your own character. You have to study the hero. It's like you're playing something.
It's like you're cosplaying as a hero.
Yeah, you're cosplaying something you hate. Like you want to kill them.
Right.
You want to destroy them.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay.
I can open beer cans with these horns. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We got to get you a bottle.
Shotgun a beer.
How's it affected your home life, like with your wife and your kids? Like, how do they?
My kids knew what they were going to do. Like, they're at an age now where they think it's cool. Like, I came home with the last job with like horns, and the eye in the chest had to heal. Which
how does that heal exactly? Do you put Neosporin on it? Or?
Yeah, over time they give you medication.
It's
like a big patch and then some creams. It's just like I couldn't hug my kids because they would literally put me in there. But it's like
can you see out of the eye?
I could have, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
You have to close my head eyes and then I could see.
Close your head eyes. You open the chest eye.
Yeah, and
is it the same kind of vision, or are you seeing
great question.
people's intentions or thoughts or something like that?
You see intentions and thoughts, and also it was very like heat vision too.
Oh,
so it's like you see heat, and then I could see like what their life and stuff. Which is I didn't want to use it around my kids because if I saw out of that eye to see my child, I'll know how long they would live for. I would see their So it's tempting to not look in the mirror to see your own fate or see your wife's fate or whatever, but it was very.
I would use that to look in what subway car where it wasn't 1,000 degrees. Sometimes
that's
smart.
Idea,
that's what I would use it for. It's like if I had that extra eyeball on my chest.
Real good use of that power.
It's great.
Sometimes you walk in that car, you're like, oh, wrong one. You walk right off. You got to run to the next one. Yeah.
But it was my wife. It took she doesn't hate what I do, but she wishes it was a simpler
She liked the guard life.
Yeah.
Does it affect the bedroom?
The bedroom, it's
the horns must.
You're literally if your arm is like half tentacle,
Yeah, you're literally sleeping with a monster.
But you are bigger. I mean, I don't know. Does that?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It affects the genitals a bit, but my wife is a small woman.
Okay,
so she doesn't appreciate a large.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, which is good. But I mean, it does affect it. I had to sleep on the couch for the first month, which is fine. And it wasn't a fight. It just, she just goes, I don't feel comfortable knowing that, you're going to ooze while you're sitting in bed.
Yes.
And I don't know if that eye's looking at me. And also, you're cuddling and a horn would hit her and she,
right. Yeah.
It's exhausting.
That makes sense.
What's going to happen when you become like a main boss,
like
a final boss? Right. Yeah.
I mean,
because they usually have several forms.
They do. I mean, the pay's upgraded, but
it could put a lot of stress on the marriage. I'm just saying.
It could, but I mean, again, like I'm making more. I mean, this is my dream and my job.
Yeah.
I didn't get in her way. She is
what does she do?
She's a manager of a car wash.
Oh, so she changed jobs.
So she started at the bottom at the car wash.
Yeah,
she worked her way up to manager.
Now she's manager. Yeah. And she changed jobs. Yes.
Completely from being an NPC to now a car wash manager.
Yes, she did. She didn't want to do the NPC work.
Well, she could be a car wash,
an
NPC car washer.
That is true,
like in a GTA or something. She's probably just managing the GTA.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like she was tired of being the NPC. She just didn't want to do it anymore. She felt bored, stagnant. She was just standing around. And
she was baking bread or something, right? Remember you told me something like that?
Yeah. She was a baker in a couple city games, and she just wanted to leave now. She's just doing a regular. She loves it. She's managing people. She sort of feels like a mid boss, is what she feels like. Because there's the owner's the boss.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's the mid boss, the manager.
Right.
So we both have this very there's people.
That's kind of true, right? You are middle management now, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, middle management. Can't wait to be the big boss.
Do you have to do like HR stuff now? Do you have to like have yearly reviews with your guards and like?
Yeah.
you know?
I do. And I remember I sat through those meetings. I sat through all those meetings, so I know how it feels. So I try to spice them up, make them with the sense of humor and some fun. Make them entertaining.
Yeah, like how
puppets.
Oh.
Yeah, use puppets
For you or for them?
For me, I do a little puppet show. Right. Like, here's what not to do. Here's what you can do to be a better guard.
Right.
Okay.
And you have like a little cardboard cutout of a cardboard box.
Yep. A little cardboard box. Yeah, cardboard cut out of a cardboard box. And I'm like, here's what you shouldn't do. It's like, I'm here. I'm just on break. And I'm like, try not to be on break too long.
Right.
If you need to use the bathroom, remember to tells people I'm using the bathroom so people can watch you. A lot of these guards, they just go in a bush and just whiz.
Yeah.
And,
So you train him yourself? All these
now I
guards.
do.
That's part of his job.
That's part of my job now.
I didn't know the mid-boss did. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, performance reviews, training.
Yep.
Right.
So there's a lot of paperwork. It does get boring.
What
But
about like sexual harassment stuff? You got to talk about that, or you have to deal with that stuff too.
we don't have to deal with a lot of it because there's no women that
It's
are
mostly
guards.
dudes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like last time we talked, like there's not a lot of women that are guards. I think most of the women
But I'm sure
are
there are gay guards.
Yeah, of course. But we haven't ran across. I think everyone's pretty respectful, but I haven't run across that yet. That's a good. That's a good new thing to worry about now. Thank you so much.
No gay guards.
Now, I mean, there may be gay guards now, but now I never thought of. I need to just make sure.
Well, if
like,
you don't
hey,
ask,
guys.
they don't tell.
Right. It's
So,
probably
you know.
a don't ask, don't tell.
It's like the
kind
NFL,
of
you know.
society, right?
Yeah, it's like
There's got to be some.
Most women, I think last week talked about it mostly are mid bosses and bosses. There aren't a lot of women as soldiers.
Yeah,
And
there's a big gap. There's a big
huge
gender
gap.
gap. There should be more women.
We just
guards.
don't have them. I mean, listen. If any girls out here listening that want to be guards and anything, listen, go for it. I will hire anyone as long as you're.
How can they contact you for these shows?
My email.
Yeah.
Max. I think it's maxbossbigbad at hotmail.com.
Okay.
Max
Oh,
Boss.
Max
Big
Which is the
Bad.
difference. If it's before I got my title,
Right.
I was like, oh, Max.
Oh, you
Boss
already
Big Bad.
had that like as a dream.
Yeah,
Like,
that was my dream email.
it's kind of like your secret.
I would email myself from my old account just so I could see what it
was
looks
your old
like.
account?
Just Soldier Mike.
Just
at
Soldier Mike,
Hotmail.com.
right. Yeah.
But I would email myself just to see what it was like to be like, oh, look, I have an email as a mid boss. And I would it was me just being like,
That's like
keep working.
It's like the secret. Put it out there and it'll happen. Like
Yeah.
you made your email
just
big
like the secret,
boss
yeah.
magic.
I had a vision board.
Magic Mike. What was it?
Huh?
Magic Mike.
Mid boss master Mike.
Master Mike.
I like it. I'm gonna keep. I like changing the name up.
Okay.
I had a dream board. A dream.
A vision. What was on
Vision
your vision
board?
board? Yeah, what was on your vision board?
Goro.
Oh, right.
Goro was on it. He's a
Good
He's
one.
definly
Great
his boss
He's
boss.
like a
great.
high end mid.
Classic.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
almost a final boss. Really.
Yeah.
surprised. I mean, when he first got the job, he thought he'd be the boss because he was such a frightening creature.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm working for this old man.
He's a
Yeah.
lot more frightening than
He's
Shang
very
Tsung.
upset.
Wasn't he the final one in regular Mortal Kombat?
No.
Or was
No,
Shang
He's
Tsung?
Shang
the winner
Tsung
of the
was
tournament. He won the tournament.
Shang Tsung
Yeah,
was
but Shang
actually-
Tsung was the final boss.
Shang Tsung
Yeah.
was the final boss.
All right.
It's kind of unfair because Shang Tsung doesn't actually have to participate in the tournament, and so Goro's like, he just won the tournament, but then
Yeah, he was. And the weird thing's like then you beat him and then Shang Tsung has to step in. It's such a weird. I think that's a cushy boss job. Just because in the Mortal Kombat universe, you could get killed over and over again and just come back to life.
Yeah.
Versus most games, when you're killed, you're done. You're out of it. And Mortal Kombat's a good cushy job because everyone dies and you get.
yeah, but it's very like
brought back.
rough death, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
extremely. Right. I mean,
I'd much rather be hit with like a slow bullet than
exactly.
Then
And
four
imagine
fists.
someone ripping your head out of. You feel your spine being ripped out of your body.
Yeah.
It's
Are you-
jarring.
Are you a fan of like when you beat a hero?
Yeah.
Are you cool with them starting right outside your door or doing the entire level over again?
I mean, I think they should do the whole level
Oh,
again.
that's the worst.
I mean, of course. I mean, no one's a fan of it, but imagine, I don't want him outside my door.
Yeah.
He dies. He's outside. I gotta wait two more of his deaths. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, just
No,
you
there's
gotta
no-
restart.
There's no incentive for him, I guess, to try a little harder if he's
No,
gonna start
why?
right there.
I got 3 more lives. Whatever. I'm gonna find his weakness, then I'll just exploit it.
Right.
You know,
You
which
always
is
have a weak-
aggravating.
There's always a weakness. right?
Always.
Yeah.
We're stuck with it.
Yeah.
It's bad.
like your eye is your.
Well,
Don't tell us
I
your weak.
won't.
Don't
Oh,
don't
yeah,
tell
please.
us your weak.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my old
That was
character.
an
but
inappropriate
I mean,
question,
The,
sorry.
the new one now, I'm not sure. I would imagine, since I'm protecting a child, I would.
I mean, you
imagine
do
the
have a
child.
little like bulgy thing on your neck.
Yeah,
And it's
kind of
very red.
It's
throbbing
red,
and
it's
red.
throbbing
Yeah.
red, yeah. I mean, if you slapped me here, I would get very.
I mean, I would
hurt.
never do that.
No, because you're not rude. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, if you hit me, I mean, I would be extremely hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get a scarf. Maybe cover that up or something.
Great idea.
It might chafe it though. Be careful.
We have my chafe. safe it. Also, I think I got to look at the union rules. We might be obligated to have our weakness showing.
Oh, right.
You know, I mean, you know,
Is that a concession that you guys had to make early on?
That's one of them. Because it's
That's
hard
why.
to cover
I've
up
always
your
wondered
weakness.
why.
You have like a
everything
glowing.
just shows.
Why not cover it up?
You have like a glowing shoulder, like hit him there.
Yeah,
right?
it's part of the part of the
The bargaining.
Part of the deal.
contracts. Yeah.
I just want to go back to the
Sure.
gender equality that you mentioned before.
Yes.
It's just so funny that you mentioned how there's like not a lot of female guards.
Of course.
But yeah, there are female heroes. So do you ever feel weird when you have to fight a female hero?
I think when that comes down to it, I mean, it the first job, you know, you had, it's a tough thing to go beyond because you're like,
Right.
You know, just because growing up, you know, I'm 42.
Right, you're not supposed to hit women, right?
You're not
They
supposed
tell
to
you
hit
that every
women.
day as a
Yeah.
guy.
So it's like I don't know what it's like now. I'm not sure if it's okay to hit women now because everyone wants to be treated equal. So I'm not sure.
But it's you have to hit women in your
to. Yeah, I was
job.
saying, but
On the
it's-
job, you
I
do.
have to.
Yeah.
Because the
One of my-
hero's there to kill you. Like
Yeah.
she's coming at you with a sword.
To me, man, woman, mutant, monster, robot, you're a hero to me. Gender, I don't see when it comes to that because I
That's
have to
pretty
destroy you.
progressive.
Okay,
That's pretty
good.
It
progressive.
is. You have
Okay.
to. You know, and I don't look for exploits as if a character's a man or a woman. I don't look for the exploits. I just look at the, you know, as a hero, what are the weaknesses as a hero?
So you wouldn't like punch a guy in the nuts or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't punch a man in the nuts or
Right.
or you know, or backhand a pair of breasts or something like that. I wouldn't do
Is that what
I would
women's
imagine
Is
weakness
that,
that
a,
would hurt.
is that a lady
I mean, I
weakness?
think if I punched someone in the vagina, I would imagine it would be as painful as.
I
Someone.
mean, Johnny Cage has done it tons of times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Johnny's he is a problem.
He's dirty.
They tried taking that out of it for a long time, but he insisted that was one of his
That's his special.
Taekwondo moves. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was like, "It's one of my moves," and they were like, "Come on, man, you throw a shadowy ball and a shadow kick and an uppercut. Let's get rid of the nut shot." And
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said nope, and he insisted.
I was cool with that. That was my favorite move back then. Because I was a child.
Is the least surprising thing I've heard about it.
Yeah, that's not shocking at all. But yeah, I don't see that. I think I have to destroy. You know, when you come into my dungeon, you're gonna get killed. I don't care who you are. Child, I'll kill.
Wow.
We
So
have
you're
to.
also okay with? I mean,
Anything we have to. If it's a hero, we have to try to kill.
Right, you
him.
have to try.
You have to try. There's look at every game and
Right, what's the point
TV
if you
show.
don't?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you even in this industry?
Yeah, why we go easy on children? Like, you know, I told my son who wants to be a hero as well as my daughter. I'm just like, you know, you got to understand, like, if you have to kill anything,
gonna kill.
You're gonna kill.
The only very
is that a point of contention in the house though? Since your son wants to be a hero, do you ever feel?
We're trying to talk him out of it, but I would never tell him what he can't be. But
Right.
you know, it's just the fear of like, what if he grows up and then he has to fight dad one day?
Yeah.
That's a whole. I mean,
right.
that's an interesting story. What
Yeah,
a
that would
great
make a
game.
great story.
Great game and
I
story.
mean,
Probably
hell,
if-
that's
that's
literally
like-
that's a
maybe-
lot of games.
You'd probably
That's
be a
like
final
God-
boss then.
That's like
Yeah.
God of War.
By
Yeah.
then.
It's like Kratos and Zeus.
That is
Yep.
true.
What would you prefer him to be instead?
I mean, I would prefer him to be a boss. You know,
Oh, okay.
a vicious villain.
Not maybe like an owner of a car wash or something like that.
No.
No, okay.
I mean, if he wants to, sure.
Right, okay.
I mean, my wife loves it.
Yeah.
Bless her little managing
A little
heart.
Breaking Bad action going
Yeah,
on, right?
she loves it.
Yeah.
I mean, and if he does, hey, if he wants to grow up and be a basketball player or a lawyer or something like that, what am I gonna do? It's fine. You know, he doesn't have to be in the business, but I'd love to rule his father.
What about college? How do you feel about college?
for colleges? Very expensive. I think he'd go to a trade school. We don't need colleges.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a come on.
It's a scam.
It's
Is there
a
a
scam.
mid-boss trade school? Like,
Yeah.
can you go and then get an MBA like a
It
mid-boss?
used to be part of DeVry, but then when DeVry doesn't do it anymore, it's an online course now. We're trying to get accredited to be
Probably
a school.
probably because most of their graduates died.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they
It's hard to
stopped-
get
that's why they stopped
alumni
doing it.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no alumni money. No one can come back and speak. It's tricky because
all dead.
everyone's perished. But we're trying to get accredited. You know, so hopefully we'll see.
Good luck.
Wait,
with
so
that.
you're part of the school?
I mean, I went to it, but I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I'm there to like support and help out.
What is it called?
The school
Yeah.
of for the mid boss.
Yeah, the the boss school. Yeah,
Yeah, the boss school. It's just the Boston School of Bosses.
Boston School
Bob.
of Bosses, right?
Yeah, Bob Boston School of Bosses.
in,
BSB.
in Boston.
Boston
In
School
Boston.
of Boston.
It's only in
Okay.
Boston.
Basab.
Bob, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's
Boston
Bob.
School.
We call it Bob.
You
Hey, you
call
going
it
to
Bob.
Bob today? I was like, yeah, I'll see you, Bob.
All right.
Good.
We
Good.
call it Bob. It's only in Boston.
That's only in Boston.
Boston's a fighting city, so they
It is
Yeah.
a fight.
That
It's
is
there.
very true.
It is true.
Fighting Irish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what
Kind
they
of
did.
Irish.
The Fighting Irish.
That's
Fighting
Notre Dame in
Irish.
Indiana, but
Yeah.
okay.
I don't think I've ever fought an Irish hero.
The Celtics, right? They fight. I mean,
Yeah.
I
whatever.
don't think there's many
They fight.
Irish heroes though.
In video games?
Yeah, I guess if you think about
It's
it,
because of the
wow.
alcoholism, right? It's hard to be. you probably-
Wow.
possibly.
I think.
That is true. I can't think of any Irish heroes.
I did not.
BJ
notice that
Blazkowicz
statement.
of Wolfenstein, he's Jewish.
There's
so
a couple
it's
of,
hero
like-
there.
Aaron Ryan in Super Punch Out was Irish, I believe.
But he was-
There's
oh,
definitely
yeah.
Irish heroes. I mean,
Yeah.
He was
all
Irish
the
hero.
Punch
He was up
Out,
there.
they're all mid bosses.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
they're great.
It's a whole game mid bosses.
Glass Joe's really cool.
He was on the podcast.
Yeah, he
once,
was.
Oh, what he was. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
he was one of our early ones.
Or
yeah.
Jou, as he was called.
Yeah. Joe.
Yeah,
He's French.
Ah.
Bonjour.
Bless Joe.
Bonjour.
Mixmaster Mike. Matt?
Master
It's
Mike.
Master Mike? Yeah.
Master Blaster.
He's you should show him the proper respect.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
seriously.
much.
Master Mike. Yeah.
Master Blaster Mike.
This has been great. You want to play a quick game with us?
Oh,
before you go?
yeah, I played this before. It was fun.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, you were
remember
here.
Wed Bed Dead, right?
Oh, of course
We're
I
gonna play it again with three totally new characters.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
All randomly generated by
Love
our
it.
beep boop 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 by our machine here.
Maybe
And
you'll be
just
on
in
this one
case
day.
for listeners who don't know, there's one person who you have to choose to wed, marry, one person you have to choose to bed, have sex with, and one person you want dead.
Yeah.
I understand.
One of these guys is a hero that
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I know where I'm going with that one.
who actually killed one of your old bosses. So this first guy here, great groundbreaking game for the Nintendo Entertainment System, Bionic Commando.
Oh.
We all remember him.
Yeah, I
He had
remember
a
that.
he had a
I
green
remember him.
jumpsuit
Yes, I do.
and he's got a bionic arm.
Yes,
And that
he
arm
does.
had a telescoping arm where he can grab things so you can swing around.
A
swing
grapple.
around.
It was
He
like a
can't-
grappling hook.
He couldn't jump.
Yes.
Bionic
No.
Commando cannot jump.
Weak legs.
Very. Keep that in mind.
Because the arm is heavy.
Bionic
Oh, yeah.
Commando.
Is that why?
Yeah, the arm is too heavy.
Are
so
we
he
talking
can't-
Bionic Commando recent or are we talking old school?
I think old school.
Old school.
Oh,
school.
Nintendo.
Oh, because now Bionic Commando can jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the old school one.
Well, the materials are different now.
The
so
original
they're much
old
The
lighter.
original.
school.
Sure.
Pixelated.
Sure. Dead.
Bionic Commando.
Go on.
Hold on.
Well, looks like that was easy.
Next one we have is, I guess, an unlikely hero, so to speak.
I
His name
understand.
is Lester the Unlikely. This was a horrible.
I do not know this at all.
I know what this is.
It's a terrible Super Nintendo game. I think he looked like
Whoa.
a super nerdy guy.
Oh, that's right.
Was
Yeah.
lost in he's lost on a beach.
Yes. I think I played
Oh, wait, wasn't this from that?
We played a retro
Retro
bits in
Bits.
my
Oh,
game.
yes.
I know.
Me and my
I
friend TJ.
remember.
I played this game.
Oh, do you mean TJ Del Reno?
I
TJ Del
remember
Reno.
this.
Very funny comedian.
Yes, we
He
played.
has a podcast as well.
Maybe
I think Unlimited Lives Radio.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I
Very
think so. I
good.
think so.
I listen all the time.
He takes a very strong poop. I know that much.
Very strong. Poop.
Yes.
Yes.
So
He's a boss. I would consider him a boss.
Lester the Unlikely.
Sure.
One of the worst heroes ever. The game is terrible. If you guys
played
have-
it
you
accidentally.
should try to play it. It's really that
Yes.
bad.
Very bad.
He
Look up
really
some
does look like a
gameplay.
stereotypical nerd.
He's scared of every enemy in the game. He runs
Yep.
away from crabs and he can't jump. It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lester the
Interesting.
Unlikely.
2 men so far.
Yeah. And the last one. I don't know what you'd call it, Boston. No. So Harley Quinn from Injustice.
My
Oh,
God.
this got exciting,
Yeah.
didn't it? This just got exciting.
She
good.
is
She's a mid.
How do you feel? How do you feel about her, Mike?
Classic Batman villain,
She's
girlfriends with the Joker.
She's like
Yeah.
a second in command.
Yes, she
almost.
is.
Yes.
She's,
Yeah.
she's,
Final
I mean,
boss.
Yeah,
she's-
she is.
She's up there with mid bosses because it's a fighting game.
Right.
Usually
Okay,
a lot
yeah,
of
you're right.
Fighting games are mainly all mid bosses.
Pretty much,
Especially
yeah.
Pretty
if
much,
you're
yeah.
in the Living
Slightly.
Towers and she's the last one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
there you go.
She
So,
works for NetherRealm. It's a great
Yeah.
studio.
so what do you think here, Mike? We got Bionic Commando, Lester the
Master
Unlikely, who's scared of everything, and Harley Quinn from Injustice.
I think I definitely kill Bionic Commando. I mean,
Wow.
I'm not sleeping or marrying with a hero. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not.
okay.
I just can't.
do
Number
it.
one, I'd probably get in trouble.
Yeah.
Number two, it's this.
Oh, is that against union rules?
Yeah, you know, we got to keep. Yeah.
Maybe you should do it then.
It's like
just
Grease. They
Since
can't,
you're for,
you know,
It's like what?
like Grease or Wet Side Story.
Grease.
Wet
It's
Side
just like
Story,
Grease.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Since
just like
it's-
Grease. You can't.
since
yeah.
it's foreboding, maybe you should try it. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't listen. No, he's going to be dead. Okay.
And he did kill Hitler though
Yeah.
in the game.
Come on. Well, Mr. H.
Yes. Sorry.
I mean, to each his own. That's fine. I don't care that he killed that boss. It's
You
fine.
should. Okay.
Well, you know, I don't. That's fine. I'm not in with Mr. H's
Right.
beliefs or anything. It was a job, like I said. So
yeah.
But he's a hero. I have to. I cannot.
right, okay.
I cannot. Now, even though Lester is a hero as well, technically.
He's not much of a hero.
Not
Exactly.
really.
So that's why I will. Now, if I wed someone, am I able to bed them because we're married? Is that the
So
thing?
we had
How
this
does that work?
argument. Wedding is more of like a
Companionship.
companionship.
Like
Oh,
married. I
companionship.
mean, there's going to be some action.
You got to go shopping
but
with this person, go on road trips
But you
with this
can't really
person.
like
Yes.
sleep with them.
It
or-
won't be as
No.
good as a one night bedding. Let's say.
And you're not sleeping with them regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
it's
be
like,
honest.
hey,
The
honey,
sex
you
has
want-
gotten boring at that
Yeah.
point.
Sure,
The
that's
sex
what
maybe we're
Olaplex-
talking like once every 2 months sex.
Interesting.
That's like eh.
It's an interesting conundrum.
Yeah.
I guess I would. Oh man, it's a good one.
Yeah. It's tough.
Harley Quinn, I'd like to bed and wed,
Yep.
but I don't know if I could deal with Lester. I don't think I could wed Lester. I think it'd be too. He'd be scared the whole time, and I don't think we'd ever get anything done. Like, I think-
if you wed him,
Yeah, because if I'm in my Marine suit for the next game I'm in, or
Right.
as I'm now with my horns, I mean, you imagine if every day you wake up, they're like, ah! like every day.
Right,
It's
yeah,
frightening.
you
you know?
can't.
So I think I'll bed Lester because I think he'd be too scared to even go through with it. I think he would just be crying and running.
Yeah.
And then I think I would wed Harley Quinn. 'Cause even if I could be with her for 2 months, she's a beautiful, dangerous, frighteningly. I mean, she's most of the villains.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
be a
she's
good
dream.
combo. You'd be a good
she's
combo.
a dream. Yeah. She's evil. She's out of her mind. She's crazy. She's sexy. Oh, I love it.
I don't know if I could do crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? My I never really dated a lot of like, dangerously wild women.
Okay.
My wife is an NPC and now she manages a car wash. Bless her heart. She's a great woman. She's very just level-headed, smart, calm, cool. Sometimes as a villain, I've been sidled with like assistants that were, like women mid-boss assistants, and it's great. And you do work, you might get little crushes and stuff, but I would never do that to my wife. In case you're listening, honey, I would never do that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But she seems.
It just kind of came out there.
Oh, sorry. She would seem.
Too bad you didn't do that a lot of times.
Wonderful.
That was
A lot of times?
That was good.
It's all my bad. Yeah, I guess I should have planned it more.
Perfect.
That's okay.
Calvin, what do you think?
Woo. Well, this actually is pretty easy.
Okay.
I'm going to dead Lester
Oh.
because he's definitely a virgin and no.
We teach him. You could teach him.
Why
Change
would-
him.
why
you
would-
want to change all these
wh-
people?
Why not give him an
Some people
option
are
like
unchangeable. No.
He's a kid. He needs your
man.
guidance. Maybe he
I
doesn't
really
even
thought
know
you-
he's gay.
That
Yeah.
makes it even worse that he's a child. No.
he's not a
Dad.
child.
He's 18. He's
young.
like 22.
Yeah, he's like 22.
He's a nerd in
year
college.
Old nerd.
You know.
Yeah,
I
but-
thought you were going to actually take him on as your project and
Yeah.
show him
No.
a good night.
I'm not Captain Save-A-Ho. He's dying.
right.
That's
Okay.
just gone.
All right.
I never
Plus,
fought
like-
Captain Save-A-Ho. Is he a character? I never
It's
fought
an
him.
old Genesis
He is a
game.
hero.
Oh, very good.
Very, very ancient.
As you're
Yeah.
saying.
And also, I mean, but because you made a good point, like he's gonna be so annoying. I don't be like, penis. No, dead
Exactly.
immediately.
That's what I would say.
If anybody needs your help, Calvin, it's him.
It's less.
Yeah, if anyone, yeah.
All right. Too bad.
Nah, sorry, I'm very sorry, but
right.
no. Harley Quinn, I would bed. I think that would be very fun.
Every time he beds a woman. Every
know,
fucking
every
time.
time.
No, because
The
okay, I
worst
don't.
gay guy alive.
Please,
You're going
that
to lose
may
your
be
bona
true.
fides.
That may be
You
true.
haven't.
You're going to lose your bona fides.
Well, no, well, because like I mean, crazy's gonna be fun, but like I don't want to live with crazy.
All right.
I mean,
live
because
with
like I mean, it'll be fun because in bed it'll be great. She's got all these like wacky toys she'll use in bed.
What if she
and that'd be
smashed you with
great.
a hammer, though?
Again, wacky stuff.
It's great.
A little BDSM, never hurt anybody.
What does that stand for?
It did. Probably.
Bondage, domination, submission.
Masochism.
Masochism.
yeah.
I didn't even know that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know it was that many things.
I think you should read a book. I think you should read a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it'd be a lot of fun. And then like again, that's gonna be great stories. I'm gonna hear great stories about the Joker and Batman and Poison Ivy because she and Poison Ivy have a thing too. So
Right.
it'd be hot. And
All right. Yeah.
it'd be
No,
nice.
you make good points.
So bed Harley, and
He'd
then
probably terrible pillow talk because she's crazy, right? Probably just like saying crazy nonsense.
yeah, but that'd be kind of fun.
Should
If I'm
call you
like,
Mr. C.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. C. Be in that
Well,
like cute
yeah.
Brooklynese accent. I'd be into it.
Okay.
And
So
then,
then you're gonna have to.
not have to. I will want to wed Bionic Commando
Yeah. How come?
because he's strong. He's like relatively silent. He's a protector. With that arm, he can like reach up and grab high things off of like high shelf.
Yeah. That's not bad. Like, yo, can you get past the salt real quick? I was in the kitchen. I got it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
It's not bad. All
And
right.
and like seriously, I mean, I think.
What about
that-
his dreadlocks? Oh, the old one. All right. The new one, he has
Well, just have like a
dreadlocks.
spiked haircut.
Yeah, I mean, I have a problem with white people in dreadlocks, but I can overcome that.
I understand.
I mean, plus, if we're married, I'll get him to cut them.
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
You're trying to change it?
There it is. What if it was the new?
See, that is fixable damage.
Yeah.
I can fix dreadlocks.
Guys, stay away from Calvin Cato. He only wants to change you.
What if it was the new Bionic Commando? Would you bet him then? If it was a new Bionic Commando?
No, I would still wed him over Harley Quinn.
All right.
I can't live with crazy.
Do you want to go?
Interesting.
All right, I'll go. Lester's been killed twice already.
Poor
I feel
guy.
really bad about this.
I know, right?
Wait, I didn't kill him.
No, you didn't. You killed Commando.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
killed
you
once.
Oh, you betted him.
You betted
Yeah, yeah.
Lester.
Bedded him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bedded him.
You had
But
sex.
I mean, he's going to be even more traumatized and scared after betting you because you have
What if we
warrants
all
and-
bet him? Then he'd be
Oh, good Lord.
yeah, he'd be a mess.
You'd be a mess.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet Harley Quinn
Okay.
because obviously the whole crazy sexy thing. Everybody, you get it.
Yeah.
And face paint that'd be pretty exciting for But I'm not scared of clowns. I guess if you're scared of clowns, that could be tough.
Oh, the only problem is that what if that face paint gets on your pillow?
I guess you can't
turn
wash
the
it.
pillow over. I don't know. Jesus Christ, Calvin. It's
Get a
the
new pillow
easy
and wash
solution.
it.
Yeah.
I know
Great
you're guys.
solution.
I don't know how often you wash your shit.
Calvin seems like he doesn't
I know how to
reach,
change a pillowcase, Calvin.
Calvin seems like he doesn't reach high things, and he's like, I can't wash stuff, and I can't reach it. So it seems like you'd be a terrible mid boss. You'd be so high up.
It gets who's left? Lester the Unlikely.
Bionic Commando.
Bionic Commando.
You're still on Harley.
I know. Well, I'm gonna bet Harley.
Yeah, you're still thinking about it.
I guess I'm gonna wed Bionic Commando as well.
Interesting.
Because it makes a lot of sense.
Interesting. You both are idiots. Interesting.
Right? He seems like he'd be a decent person to hang out with.
Yeah.
And the bionic arm is a big plus.
Yeah, for high things.
I'm
Things
pretty
in other
short.
room.
I'm shorter than Calvin, so
Yeah.
like for me it would be like
Makes
it'd
sense.
be pretty useful. And then I guess sorry, Lester.
Yeah.
Poor Lester.
Oh,
All right.
Lester.
All right. I do not need someone to reach the top shelf for me.
Brian does not.
Obviously, no.
I could probably reach further than his arm.
You're very tall.
Probably, yeah.
But you do need a protector.
Maybe. So here's the thing. He can't jump, and I find that really annoying. Not that my wife jumps around all the time,
You've never seen your wife jump.
but just the
Yeah.
fact
You don't
that
have Goombas in your apartment that you have
just
to
the
kill?
fact that he can't. If he had to, like, I think would get really annoying after a while to me. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to bet Harley as well. I don't want it to be too crazy though.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't
You
want
can't control the
change
crazy.
her.
Can't control
a
it.
pie in the face, maybe.
What?
That might be
What
kind
about
of.
a gun that has bang come out of it?
That might be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
What about laughing gas that makes you laugh?
Laughing gas would be cool.
Go out
What
of
if
your
you
mind?
orgasm and then like a bang thing comes out of your penis? That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
What if she
That's-
installed that somehow?
No. I don't want that to happen. So I'll bet Harley.
No one's afraid of the Joker, one of the greatest bosses. All right.
Well, this is he doesn't have to know. Would he get mad? He'd get really mad.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
of course
married.
it is, yeah.
Oh, I assume, yeah. I assume
that
he
might
wouldn't
make it
know.
more. Oh, we shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
That would
Very
really
sexy.
turn it up in
Yeah.
terms of being
Yeah.
forbidden. and dangerous.
This is tough.
It's very tough.
Again, the greatest game of all time, Wed Bed Dead. This is what his.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Lester the Unlikely.
No, these decisions. Lester's one of the worst games. Which is, I think this kid needs a break,
Yeah, he does.
and
Oh,
I
good.
think I'm gonna have to wed Lester.
Wow.
How unlikely is that, guys?
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty.
Right.
That is a plot twist.
So I'm gonna wed him, and people change, right? So maybe after a while he'll see how cool I am, and we're hanging out, we're having a good time.
Brian, we literally looked through 500 Alf comic books.
Shut up. Take him a night into town. Hey, these are my friends. I do stand-up comedy. Hey, we're going to hang out.
Yeah, because
We're
that's
gonna-
also going to help the
We're going to do
coolness.
this. We're so cool. Watch some basketball and sports and everything. And maybe he'll just toughen up and be like maybe he'll be kind of like a buddy I get to hang out with and play video games with. You know, I feel like he'd like to just
You think you can life coach him into like being like not
I still think he'll be a dweeb most of his life. I think he'll just want to sit at home and play video games with me all day. And
Yeah.
why not? That seems like
Okay.
kind of cool. And then, like I said before, Bionic Commando, fun game, hard game though.
hard game.
And
Yes.
his gun only shoots like pew, 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 very slow, can't jump.
But enough of those will kill anyone.
Yeah.
I guess.
You know what I mean? Okay.
I'm so
Or-
sorry.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. So
Sorry for your loss.
we're gonna have to dead Bionic Commando, and those are my choices there. I think.
Oh, good for that.
I think I won.
Thank you to everybody listening. Thank you, Master
can I
Mike.
shotgun this beer?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
totally,
ahead.
yeah.
Go for it.
Right in
you
his
so much.
horn. Got that right in his horn. That was pretty awesome.
Thank you so much.
Mike,
Amazing.
thanks so much for coming on, and hopefully
Listen,
down the road, if you become a main
back,
boss, man,
please.
Yeah,
keep in
let's know.
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the name of your game. We'll look out for it, and
we'll try-
hopefully we'll
I
get
can't
to
say
you.
that. I can't say it.
yeah,
I know.
we'll try not to kill you when we play you.
I mean, I doubt it. I doubt you will.
Oh,
But sure.
there's a challenge.
Sure. Of course it's a challenge.
We'll get
Nobody
the
will
game
kill me.
genie.
Just make sure you leave your weaknesses just somewhere around.
I mean, we have to, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just let's don't tell anyone.
just give us a fighting chance. that's
Sure. Just let's not spread the word about my
Okay.
weakness. Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been
Bye,
amazing.
everybody.
Once again, this is Playable Characters Podcast. See ya.
all. PCP.
Today's episode starred TJ Del Reno, back from episode 7 as a video game guard. Check him out at TJ Del Reno Also, check him out, his radio show, his comedy podcast about video games and all that stuff, Unlimited Lives Radio on iTunes and Twitch. Fart.